Jeffrey Gamer is not responsible for your game files. All mods in this tutorial have been tested and work properly. I strongly advise you back up your files as shown in this video in case you make any mistakes. I also advise you watch the full video before installing any mods. Thanks. Enjoy the video. What's going on, beautiful people? Thank you for joining me in another episode of Jeffrey Gamer Tutorials, and it starts right now. Hi, what is up, guys and girls? Welcome back to another episode of Jeffrey Gamer Tutorials, and in this tutorial I am going to it's going to be more of a how-to instead of a step-by-step follow me as you go. Just sit back and watch this video and then try it out for yourself. We are going to be learning how to install vehicle textures. Okay, I know I show it in some of my other videos, but it's not in the title of the video, so some people find it hard to find it. So this video is dedicated directly towards installing new textures and the what to do and what not to do when doing that. Okay, guys? So this episode is for quite a few people that have asked me how to do it. Cookies and Cream, Prashanth Raj Krishna. Man, I'm probably butchering your name. But he's been sending me messages through Messenger, and this is how you do it. So, one thing you want to keep in mind: you're only going to need OpenIV to do this. You don't need your main directory or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and fire up my OpenIV. One thing you want to keep in mind is that when you do install new textures onto your vehicles, make sure it's for the correct year of whatever vehicle it is you have, okay? So I am going to go into my favorites, and I'm going to go to vehicles.rpf, my police one. And here are all my police cars, okay? I am going to be working with the police 2 slot, okay? That's the texture that is currently on it, all right? This is a 2018 Dodge Charger, and I'm going to show you what it will look like if you put a 2016 one on there, which is something that I know a lot of people have had issues with. So I'm going to exit out of that. Now, I'm not going to put any links in the description because you can go out and get your own cars, whatever car you want, whatever livery you want, whatever texture you want. So just to show you what I mean, I like to use Google, because if you go into LSPDFR and you look up 2018 FPIU, which is the Ford Police Interceptor Utility, you're going to see people's photos, and they do have them in there. You can go under vehicle textures and look also. But what I like to do is, if I'm in the mood for an FPIU, right, what I would do is I would type in 2018 FPIU, and of course I have the ELS. So you got the ELS Chicago PD 2018 FPIU, and it'll bring you to LSPDFR. And there's the FPIU right there. So let's say, okay, you know what? I like this model. I like how it doesn't have the crash bars, and I want this, but I don't want the texture that it has. You're going to download this. You're going to install it. And then what you want to do is you can go back to Google, and you can type in 2018 FPIU texture, and if you want, just put in LSPDFR after it, and it'll bring up, you can get packs. They have texture packs out there, and usually the creators, which this one did not. Oh yeah, he did. This one has he tells you what's inside the file. Newly designed liveries for 2018 Charger and FPIU, and you can see it right there. And let's say, okay, yep, that's the one I want. You know, you can download this pack and then just follow this video, learn from this video, okay? So make sure that whatever year the texture pack is the same year as the vehicle you are putting it on, okay, guys? So let's exit out of that and let's get into this. Now, I did download both, but I will show you what it looks like if you install the wrong year on first. Okay? Now, inside of your vehicles.rpf, you're going to have your top layer, your top section, which is going to have these blue arrow looking things. I don't know, they look like paper airplanes to me, but it looks like different stuff to other people. So, these are going to be your YFT and your high.yft files. We're going to be working with the police too. Usually there's 2 of each in here, okay? 2 police, you know, you got 1 police there. Where is the other police.yft? Oh, down here. I don't know why they're so far apart. Then you got 2 police 3s, 2 police 4s. You get the idea. So these are usually the files that you go into to just kind of check out your car, make sure the crash bars and everything, you know, you got your lighting, and it's just usually where you go to check out your car. Now, down in the bottom where it's got this little flashlight looking thing, YTDs. These are your texture files, as it says right there, texture dictionary. Now, some vehicles only come with 1 YTD, FBI.ytd. It's a pretty basic car. You know, there's not much is going on with the texture. Some come with 2 of them, like this one here, Police 2 plus high.ytd, and I have a Police 2.ytd. Sometimes you'll have 2. That's because the creator of the car, it's got a little more texture going on to it, or it could be a 4K texture, and usually that plus high.ytd is you know, 4K compatible, or it has extra things on the car where they wanted to put that texture in there. So in this case, we are going to have to replace the charger texture in both of these files. Now, if you only have 1, like my police 3.ytd, if there's only 1 there, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Do the same procedure and it'll work fine. If there's 2, you got to change it in both. Okay, guys? So here's what you want to do. You want to open up your WinRAR of whatever texture file you downloaded, okay? And this is the 2016 Charger, but as you already know, I have a 2018 Charger, so I'm showing you what it looks like if you install the wrong one. And maybe it's something you've already encountered, and now you know why it's happening. So if we double-click that, there's our livery folder, okay? You double-click that. When you're replacing the YTD, you just make sure you see this charger sign underscore 1.dds, okay? You're going to left-click the whatever sign it is you want. Left-click it, hold it, drag it to your desktop, and drop it, guys, okay? And we can exit out of the WinRAR. And now go into either one of the police slots, or whichever police slot you want to replace, whether it's sheriff, police, ranger, doesn't matter. Whatever one you want to replace, you're going to double click that YTD, okay? Now this is the list. Some of yours might load up like this. I find it a lot easier to search the names of the files by going to this one here instead of the waffle. So I like to click this one. And what you're really looking for is you're looking for anything that says sign. Some cars have multiple signs. Sign 1, sign 2, sign 3, sign 4. I have a vehicle installed that has 8 of them. So what you want to look for is the one that says sign on it. So we're going to scroll down. Now some might say charger sign, okay? And this one does not. So I'm guessing that this one is going to be in the L's for livery charger sign. So let's scroll. Let's keep looking. Yep, right here. So livery charge sign underscore 1. Now your texture that you're installing might say sign underscore 2 or sign underscore 3. That's totally okay. These names do not have to match, okay? As long as you know that when we click this, you could see that it is our decals on our car, okay? That's all you need to know, okay? Now once that's good, make sure, see I almost did it without doing it. Make sure you're in edit mode. Make sure your edit mode is lit up blue. And okay. So We have our charger sign on our desktop, our new one. We found our charger sign file in here in our YTD. So I have to go back into it because I wasn't in edit mode when I loaded it. There we go. You want to make sure you have the option to replace it. So let's go back down to the livery charger sign. There it is. We know that that's what we want to change. Simple, guys. You're just going to hit replace. And we saved it to our desktop. So you want to make sure you got your desktop highlighted here. And you're going to look for it. And there it is right there. Charger sign 1. Click that. Once you see it down here, you're going to click open. And this right here will change to the new one. Boom. See that? So now it changed to the new one. Then you just click save. Takes a couple of seconds. And boom. Okay. So now, because I have 2, I have to do the same thing in the plus high .ytd. If this car didn't have a plus high .ytd, we'd be all set. Kind of like the police 4 or the police 3, how it only has 1. But because it has that plus high .ytd, we're going to go in there and it's going to have the same thing. There it is. And as you can see, it still has that one in it. So we're going to replace it. Make sure you're on your desktop. Charger sign 1. Open. And there's the new one. Hamilton Police. And save. So now, when I go up to the YFT, it should be replaced. But, if you remember, I just installed a 2016 texture onto a 2018 charger. So is it going to look right? Absolutely not, okay? It is going to look like this. You're going to have weird shapes going in your car. This should be up here. You got the flag that's on this side here, but not on this side. Your license plates aren't even on your license plates. They're in the back of the car. This should say police. So you can obviously, when you look at it, you can say, you know what? This is not right. And if you've ever encountered this problem, chances are it's because the year of your texture didn't match the year of the car you installed. That's why I say, if you ever replace any of your police vehicles for a replacement police car, whether it's a Charger, Tahoe, Explorer, Crown Vic, always just get a pen and pad, keep it next to your computer, and write down what it was, a 2018, 2016, 2020. That way, when you go to get a new texture for it, you know what year you have. Because if you don't write it down, you could forget. Like, just by looking at this car, I can't really tell if it's a 2018 or a 2016. So you're going to waste time looking to see, trying all these different textures. So whenever you replace your police cars, write down what year that you got, okay? So now let's go ahead and show you what a proper, correct year texture looks like. Whenever you're replacing textures, try not to have too many textures on your desktop, because when you go to hit that replace button, you'll confuse yourself, okay? So we're going to get rid of that, and I'm going to bring up the WinRAR that has there it is, folks, 2018 Dodge Charger, okay? So you click that, and some textures you can get as a pack, where it'll have 2018 Charger, 2016 Charger, 2018 Explorer, but what we're looking for right here is the charger.png, okay? And you could double click it. Nope, that is not what I want. You know what? This is a completely replaced. Okay, 1 second, guys, 1 second. I know I have plenty in my downloads folder of texture packs that I got for my cars. So let me just 1 second. CHP texture set. Let's see what that is. Whoops. Okay, see this? I could have used this one, but it doesn't have a 2018 Charger. So, 1 second, guys, 1 second. No, that's the one that I just had on there. You know what? I'll just show you. If we go into Google, and 2018 texture for a Charger. There we go. So we got a 4K BCSO 2018 Dodge Charger texture. Let's click that. That's going to bring us to this texture right here. And because I know I have a 2018 Charger, we want a 2018 texture, and we are going to download that file. Now, while this is downloading, I do want to show you something that is also something that's great for when these creators post these things, okay? If they're posting a texture for the 2018 Dodge Charger, sometimes what they'll do is they will put a link to the car that they based the texture off of. So if you see this texture and you're like, oh man, this is sweet, but I don't have a 2018 Charger, fear not. You can click the download, and while it's downloading, you can hit your back button and go to the car that they used and then download that one as well. So now you have your car and your texture. I already have the car, so I'm just going to show you the texture real quick, okay, guys? And come on. Wow, there we go. All right, my son must be streaming upstairs because usually for textures, my computer's a lot faster than that. All right, so here we are. Back to this. Now, you got screenies, you got textures. Usually it's going to say textures or liveries, and, you know, usually in that folder is where your PNG is going to be. There it is, charger underscore sign underscore 1. Or it could say livery charger 1. But as long as it's got that sign in there and it's a PNG file, you're good to go. So what do? We left click it once, drag it to the desktop, let it go. We're all set with the WinRAR, and we want to go to our YTD. And because I have two YTDs for the Police 2 one, we're going to have to do it twice. And there it is, livery charge sign 1. As you can see, there's the 2016 decal that doesn't look right on our car. Replace. Make sure you're on your desktop. There it is. And open. And boom. So there you can see there's the one we just downloaded. Click save. And that's good. Go to police2.ytd. Double click that. And we're going to scroll down to the L's because we already know that it's labeled livery charger sign 1. Whoops. There it is. Same thing, guys. Replace. Make sure you're on desktop. There it is. Make sure it's written down here. Open. Boom. And click save. And boom. All right. So now, whenever you put a texture in here, you want to scroll up to the same police slot, YFT, double click it, and there we go, guys. And as you could see, you could tell it worked. Everything is right where it needs to be. Your letters are where they need to be, and it's just perfect. It is perfect. I'm not going to do an in-game showcase because this is pretty much the showcase right here, showing you that it works. If you don't have OpenIV, I will link in the description below how to install it. It is part of a longer video that shows you how to install Rage, LSPDFR, ScriptHookV, all that other good stuff. But the video is time-stamped, so if you already have LSPDFR, Rage plugin hook, you can just click the timestamp and go right to the OpenIV installation and install it and be good there. And it also has a timestamp on how to back up your files. Always back up your files as often as you can in case you make any mistakes. You know, it's just easier to just revert back to the game file instead of trying to figure out what mistake you had. But I do always have the link to the Discord in my to my Discord in my videos, and I've got a bunch of guys and gals on there that are more than willing to help you with any issues you have. So you can always come check us out there if you have any issues. But this is pretty straightforward, guys. And whenever you're done with them, you can just get rid of them off of your desktop, click your edit mode, and close all archives, and you can exit out of OpenIV. Guys, do it. Go pick out a car. Make sure you write down what year it is. Pick out a texture and try it. The more you do it, the easier it comes. I could have changed those textures in 42 seconds. But for the sake of the tutorial, obviously I'm explaining to you and it took a little longer. But once you get the hang of it, you could flip a texture in no time. Let's say I want to do a patrol as a Blaine County Sheriff or a San Andreas State Police or a canine unit, but I don't have a texture for you. Could just go and just change the texture just like that, and the possibilities of different patrol cars is endless, guys. So definitely do it, practice it. Don't forget to back up your files. Try it out. Once you get the hang of it, watch this video over and over. Once you get the hang of it, guys, it is really, really simple, okay? I hope this video was helpful to you. If it was and you're new here, go ahead and slap that like, hit that subscribe, and ring that bell so that you know when new helpful tutorials are posted for you. We are at 300 subscribers, guys, so don't forget this Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be doing our live giveaway number 3, okay? So be there or be square with no chance to win. All right? You have to be present during the live stream to be eligible to win the giveaway prize. All right, guys. I think that's it. Till next time, be safe, be healthy, follow the rules, and obey the law. Your boy Jeffrey Gamer's out. Later.